So, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Very good afternoon. I'm great. You tell how you're doing so far.
Yes, my day is good, going as usual, as expected. Nothing new, nothing different.
Okay.
Right. So, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Okay. As I no, I think I didn't say. Okay, my name is Dimple, and yes, my full name is Dimple Anija. I'm married, and I'm a teacher. Yeah. I'm in my late 20s, and about my academic credentials, I have completed my BCom, MCom, and I completed my B.Ed also in 2019. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, I got married after that. After marriage, I recently cleared my CTET exam paper one. And after clearing that exam, I started my YouTube channel. Actually, I had one channel also, but there I had no proper niche. So now I
Hmm.
created more channel with proper a particular niche of English speaking. Yeah. Actually, I have command over this language, so that's why I thought whatever I know I should share with people. Okay, like you said, okay, you tell me, have you done masters in English, or you only started? I mean, you have you done deliberately spoken English, or naturally it came? Like you are speaking so well.
No, it has come naturally to me. I've not done any certifications or any teaching certifications or nothing related to English.
I have a question in my mind. It's not only for YouTube, honestly. It is in my mind, and I really want to ask this. I actually asked this question once from one person also, but I didn't get proper answer. So I'm asking from you this question. Like you do YouTube, okay? Whenever you get time, you have conversation, you do conversation, you talk with people. So we are female, right? And I hope you understand that sometimes it is quite difficult to understand that that person is sincere or only having fun, or how can I say? Okay, look, like whenever you get any request, okay, so on what basis you trust that person, that that person really wants to have conversation with you or is having fun, or only might be possible there is chance of risk because we are females. Once like there is video session, so it's quite risky, I think. So how do you trust people? So it's my question.
Yeah, but actually, honestly speaking,
That you talk with only those people who have their YouTube channel, because we know where whoever is having their YouTube channel, that person is gonna that upload that video on their channel, so that person can be trustworthy. But what about the others? Do you talk to
no,
them?
because yeah, I've spoken to so many people till now, and this question never crossed my mind that maybe it is risky or maybe they will, um, uh, negatively use this thing like to talking to them. So this never crossed my mind. I'm just open to talk to people, whoever has a request that, ma'am, I need to have an English conversation with you. I'm a learner. I want to enhance my spoken English skills. So far, whomever I've met, I noticed that they're all genuine. I never came across people who, I can even have a doubt upon. So they are, I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing such thing like, risky or something.
So I just want everyone to, I really want to help people. I want to do conversation. Even I also get help when I talk to them. Like I'm talking to you. You're speaking so well, and my speaking skills will also improve. But the point is that I don't want anything bad to be happen. That's why I thought I should ask. Like you talk with so many people, and I saw I watched your videos, so that's why this question was in my mind. That's why I asked from you. I don't have any
Mm,
experience of either, but
mm,
yes,
mm.
in my mind.
No, but like, nothing can go wrong actually because you're just having a casual English conversation. You're learning from each other. So we are not doing anything wrong. Like, just giving them a chance to speak. And coming to only YouTubers, see, they already have so much experience and they have resources, they have friends, and they have people in the community who they can connect to and talk. But there are other people who do not have a YouTube channel, right? So it is, I feel responsible for giving them also a chance to, like, you cannot weigh everyone on the same scale. So just to like, maybe there are people, all kinds of people everywhere. But I believe, yeah, it's just learning and talking to people. I'm pretty comfortable doing it.
Okay, what are your learnings? Like you are running a YouTube channel, and I mean it's been around 2 months, right? Two, three
Yes,
months.
2 months. Yeah.
What are your learnings?
Related to talking to people or my experiences?
Your experience, I mean related to talking to people for of spoken English, yeah.
Yeah, the experience has been good. It's been quite good. I'm connecting to a lot of people from various backgrounds, various cultures, different countries. So I am liking talking to people, getting to know them. You know, there are a lot of people who are genuinely interested in learning English. So they have a lot of problem also, especially people who are not from English medium schools. So they have a lot of queries they need to ask. So, and there are people who cannot afford to join any spoken English course because obviously they're very expensive. So in this way, they should just want to have a conversation and clear whatever doubts they have regarding English. They need to talk to somebody. So I'm already a tutor, so they just ask me for tips and other things. So yeah, there are fluent speakers also who just want to connect and have a conversation. So I'm okay with that as well. The experience has been good. I really want to know how you learned English and like how did you become fluent in English?
Look, yes, I know that I can speak in English language. I understand English language, but I always feel that there is scope of improvement too. I always try to do more whenever I get time. I listen to podcast, and I always try to be more fluent in this language. But yes, if you are asking about my experience, that how I learned this language, then the very most thing what I did to learn this language, like whenever I got a chance to speak in English language, I know I felt uncomfortable also, but at the same time I spoke. I mean, I did not, have done like that. Okay, I'm not speaking. I'm not comfortable. No, I exposed myself to that situation where I have to speak in English language every time it happens. Yeah, when I was in school, when I was doing job, when I was even at home, when I was in any event, when anyone gave me chance to speak in English language, I got uncomfortable, but still at the same time, I knew this thing that it is the difficulty that I have to embrace, and I have to, I will grow here if I speak here. I knew this thing. So
Hmm.
I spoke in English language because I am not from English medium background. Yeah, I was in Hindi medium, yeah, school. So it was so important for me, so significant for me to speak in this language because I knew the worth of this language and I still knew. So just I started speaking in English language. I just spoke. I know I had done mistakes also in this language. So many mistakes I know, but now I learned it. I started
Hmm.
English this language, and I did mistakes, but I learned grammar also for this. I know that there are people who used to ask like there is need of grammar or not, but I learned it deliberately and naturally, both actually, both. Yeah.
So did you learn grammar from the books as well?
Actually, I learned when I was teaching. I am that kind of
Okay.
girl who really loves teaching. Whenever I got a chance to teach my students, what I did actually, I mean, whenever I got a chance to teach my student, I had studied all night with my students. So that's why I just made command over these subjects, over these topics of grammar.
Okay, so you can say, your teaching career also has helped you improve your language.
Even I feel that, after learning this language, like I'm able to speak this language. So what I came to know that you are speaking a language and you are getting so many good things in your life. You are benefited so uh, at so many places. I mean, how wherever you go anywhere, you are at online platform, I mean, wherever you are, this is the language that really helps you. So I think everyone should start learning this language because it's not that much difficult that we all people think, because they all take it as a subject, I know. So that's why they face difficulty.
Yes, yes. Yeah, grammar, it shouldn't be learned just from the books. It has to be learned naturally, like when you're talking. Yeah, because people are scared of grammar, and this is the question that I've been asked so very often. Is grammar important? Is grammar, why can't we just leave it aside and just learn the language?
Yeah.
So,
And even I made a video on this topic also, like how I too can learn, how we can
mhm.
speak. fluently with
Mm-hmm.
grammar also. So I can feel this thing. Yeah, without grammar also we can speak in this language very fluently if we practice every day listening. Because once we are taking something to our mind, and that only then we can speak input output like this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's important to listen to this language first for speaking. You, yeah.
Mm. And for your speaking practice, what did you do? Did you like talk to your students?
Look, like where I teach my students also in tuition centers. Yes, I talk to my students in English language, and yes, look, we do YouTube. We do like I do YouTube. I make videos and I record, I search, I think, I write. So I do so many things. So by this also, like I'm talking to you, it's a speaking practice going on. Yeah. Even with my daughter, she's 1 year and 8 months only, and I know sometimes I know she's not understanding, but whenever I get him, Chia, don't do this, Chia. With my daughter also, I speak in this language. Yeah. You know, once one of my students said, "Ma'am, listen to English so many things, but what I don't remember anything." I don't know, but they don't understand this thing that if we can't retain 100% what we listen, right? Like I'm talking
Yes.
what happened yesterday. I listened to one podcast yesterday. I don't remember everything, but I remember few of things. So it happens with all of us. Whatever we learn, whatever we listen, I mean, we don't retain 100%. We retain only 10, 20. It is with all.
Yes, it happens with everybody. Like you listen because you listen to so many things, you cannot recall everything that you have listened to. So it is important that you listen and also put that into your speaking practice. So I feel that it remains with you for a longer period of time if you practice that, listening and speaking.
How many hours do you work in a day, like for YouTube and for English talking and all?
There is no fixed number of hours because I'm a freelancer, right? Well, sometimes I get one learner, two learners from that platform, then a couple of sessions I have here, one or two sessions over here. I don't, intend to exhaust myself. I need to retain my energy for the rest of the day, to the night. So I just work accordingly. So YouTube is flexible for me. But English talking is like I need to, it's like it's my profession, right? So I need to keep enough slots for that. So yeah, so maybe this is the last month I'm working for that platform. So I first give priority to that. So after I finish the sessions there, accordingly I plan my day. If I do not have any learners from there, then I do a couple of sessions for YouTube.
So you don't have any idea, like 2 hours, 3 hours a day? No idea?
Yeah, at least 2 to 3 hours because it includes all of editing, uploading. If I take all of it, maybe like 3 to 4 hours, I would say. Yeah,
Okay.
and it also includes like receiving mails, responding to mails on Skype, scheduling times, everything, all inclusive, around 3 to 4 hours.
And do you have kids?
I have two.
This is
Yeah,
I can get motivation from this. Okay, how old are they?
my daughter is 9 years old and my son is 4.
Okay. And do you live with your in-laws?
Yes, I live with my in-laws. We are a family of 6.
Because I know how it takes. I know. So
Yeah,
no, you have to do. Just keep doing, keep doing. Okay, anything
yeah.
that you want to say, I mean, to motivate me, please.
See, I would say do what makes you happy because it is your life. It's your life
No,
totally. And it is, sorry, your
yeah,
audio is
doing,
breaking out.
yeah, I'm saying doing
Hmm.
videos makes me happy.
Yeah, just do what makes you happy because we are prone to do, we are prone to give out like, make a lot of sacrifices. I don't know about you, but I have done it like for a lot of I have done a lot of sacrifices in my life. So finally I realized that, do what makes you happy. So this is my last chance at life. So now I'm doing what I must do for myself. So yeah, I just think it as a last chance to prove myself. And is what you're still young, so I would say you still have all the energy and you can still do so much more. So I would say please do work for yourself. Like, when you go to future, you shouldn't have any repentance. Like, I should have done that because I do have sometimes, looking back in my 20s. So I feel I should have done, I would have done a lot more than what I did actually. So I would say don't have any repentance when you come to mid 30s or 40s because you won't have the emotional, physical, mental stamina at that age later in life. So whatever you want to do, you have to do, you do it now.
You know, we are at this age where I have to take care of our kids, we have to take care of our elders, and we have to take care of a career. I mean, there,
Yes.
this is the age and where our body is working properly. This is giving
Hmm.
this. So I know there are so many things that we have to do at this age. I also discuss with my husband sometimes, like, I mean, this is the time. I know I don't have to give up. I have to keep doing keep doing the hard work that I needed to do
Yes.
earlier.
Exactly. Yes, because when I see my in-laws, when I see my mother-in-law, so she's done a lot of sacrifice and she's reached the stage where she can't do anything now. Maybe she wanted to do it in the past, but women don't speak mostly of like, the previous generation or our in-laws or people who belong to that generation. They wouldn't speak much and they did not tell what their desire was. So I feel like their life is finished already. So she can't do anything now. So I'm very scared of becoming old and not being able to do anything. So that kind of tells, no, I need to do whatever it is, at least, this is the last chance for me. I need to do it now. Yeah.
My mom-in-law also inspires me that I'm with you, so do.
Uh, yeah, that is very important, especially when you're in a joint family. You need to have people who are understanding and supportive. And not everybody gets that. Not everybody is lucky enough like you, like, who tells them, you do, I'll support you. No, it's very rare when you're living in a joint family. They expect you, like, we have done all these years, so it is your duty now. You take care of the house. And if anything is like here and there, so they'll come like, we weren't like this. You are like this now, maintaining the house properly, whatever. So it happens. So I just like, cut out myself from all of it. I'm just doing what makes me happy. So because if you don't find the motivation around you, you just have to find the motivation within yourself. You don't have
Yes.
any other goal. Yeah.
It's not like it's not like that I don't do anything. I mean, there are so many tasks, there are so many responsibilities
There
that
is so much.
yeah, so much. It's like uncountable. Yeah,
No
so much.
matter how much you do, there's always something that you have not done.
Even whenever I whenever I give tuitions, like at 4, I have tuition after this. And what happens? My daughter comes, always takes pens. I have to manage all the things together. I know. I learned multitasking after marriage.
Yes, yes. And you're still able to do it. You can do it as long as your body allows it. So continue what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay,
talking.
then, yes, shall we end the session?
Yeah, sure, sure. Hope
Yeah,
we
it
will
was,
do the session again.
yeah, lovely talking to you. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Have a good
Bye-bye. Bye.